Look at this. So I had it on this low heat because I wanted the coconut milk for it just to scald right in there. Ooh, look at these dumplings. Look at them. If you know anything about rotten tongue, there be a cook rundown, you know. This is home. Look at that beauty. Look at it. Colors popping. Sauce is there. Glossiness is there. And look at the color. Look at the color. On today's episode of the Jamaican Cooking Journey, I'll be sharing with you how I make some green plantain oats, and I'll be putting a twist to this, and the twist to this is I'll be adding some peanut butter. You can add your peanut butter of choice. So I've got my green plantains, and you know how to do that. I have already peeled, washed, sliced them thin, and they're in some water in my blender. I'll be adding also some flaxseed. This is my pre-soaked all oats, not the what's the other one there? I don't remember that one. What's the not the refined oats. I'm using rolled oats. I have my coconut milk. I've got some vanilla. I'll be using my salt and basically it. So I've got over here, you know, that's my thing. I've got my my cinnamon leaf. There I've come to a boil, and you see the water turned brown. So I'm gonna go right about now. The first thing I'm gonna do is start blending the plantain. I'm gonna be, you know, getting the plantain all softened and return. I've brought my plantains to just like the oats, so I'm gonna add my oats right in now. So the plantain and the oats is at the same, really at the same pace now. And at this point, I think I can definitely add my flaxseed. I'll be adding about a less than a tablespoon. I'll be adding about a 3/4 or a little more. So I'm gonna put my flaxseed in right now, or if you have grounded ones, you could put it in between. Okay, if you want to go a little more, you can go a little more. So it's smooth right there, and I'm going to be adding my peanut butter now. I'll be adding about 2 of this spoon, and you see it's more than the spoon itself. It's just like, you know, I'm going to be adding, so I'd say I'll be adding about 1/8 of a cup of peanut butter or a little bit more. So everything in there was as smooth as this peanut butter already. So I'm going to give it one smooth spin now in this blender, and I'll return. So this is my blend. You see how it looks? Yeah. So I'm going now. I've removed all my cinnamon leaves. My water is boiling. You see how it's boiling? So it's boiling at a medium. I'm going to be pouring real slow, not too hard. And as I pour, I will stir. As this mixture hits the hot water, it's going to get thickened. So that's why I have to be stirring whilst I pour with these oats, and with the nature of the oats and of the green plantain, it is gonna get real thick. I don't want it to lump. So you see I'm stirring. I'm on the medium heat. Yep. And you see inside my blender is clean. So you want to make sure you blend and do not leave any lumps. This is the color that my porridge has. This porridge won't take more than 7 minutes to prepare. Why? These ingredients have been broken down in the blender, and they are just like, probably like that thing there, like cream of wheat. Really just, you know, broken down. So at this point it is getting thick. What I want to do as it gets a little thicker, I want to add some of my milk, which is coconut milk, freshly squeezed, and I will not be adding any other milk. This is the milk that I'll be using in my porridge. So it's getting thickened there. So I'm gonna stir it and wait till it gets as thickened as it can as possible. Then at that point I will be more than able to know how much coconut milk to use in there. So what you want to do when you put your blended mixture in your boiling water, you want to make sure that you get it as thick as possible, so you know how much milk to put in there. okay, that liquidy thing. So I'm gonna stir it a little more, 7 to 10 minutes, and this porridge will be ready. You see my porridge mixture has been thickened, and you see with that flaxseed, you see it look like we're making peanut porridge. Okay, now at this point you can, and you must be below medium with your heat now. You want to grate in some nutmeg. Try to let your fresh nutmeg, let it get cooked, you know, let some heat go through this nutmeg thing here. Don't try to put the nutmeg in there without, you know, after you take off the porridge. Not good. So that's okay for this. Gonna give it some more stirring. We're still waiting to come for it to come to the maximum thickness, so we can add our milk. Also, we can add at this point our vanilla. These are not strong anymore, so I'll add about 2 tablespoons. And if you have your other vanilla, you know you have to go low because that one is really strong. Distributing our vanilla right through our porridge, and this is what it looks like, getting even more thicker as we dissolve our vanilla and our nutmeg. Also at this point, you can, you know, make sure you put a little salt, not all. When you're sweetening, you can add a little more. As soon as you put stuff in, you make sure you dissolve it thoroughly, right through. You see how thick it's getting? Look at that. And the bottom of my pot is relatively thick, not too thin, as you don't want to get your porridge burning. So you see that whole lot of thing from the oats. You see what is happening, right? So now you can take the chance of adding your coconut milk, so you will have an idea. So you want to throw, I'm going to throw about a little less than half of mine, yeah, and that would be it. So as you stir, you want to dissolve this as it goes in. You want to gently fold it in, yeah. Remember, when folding in, as it folds in, you scrape around the sides of your pot and make sure everything is well, you know, mixed in. Stir until all that whiteness is, you know, not, you know, right. You see that sort of marbled whiteness on the top there. You want to stir until you're not seeing it anymore. Then you can look and ask yourself, is this the consistency that I want? At this point, it looks like my consistency. I'm going to continue cooking for another 2 to 3 minutes. When you see me next, I will show you what I will sweeten mine with, and I'll just have some all plated for you. Very easy. I'm also going to be going into videos that shows you how you prep these things to have your porridge easily made. Okay, I'll catch you in the next clip. Look at this. So I had it on this low heat because I wanted the coconut milk for it just to scald right in there, you know, to go through. Because I told you this porridge is not a half-hour porridge like cornmeal. No, it's not. There's no absolute reason for you to be cooking this porridge for 30 minutes. No. This is the end product of my porridge. And we're going to turn your flame off right now, because I want to sweeten, and I don't want to sweeten with my flame on. I've told you what will happen in prior videos. So let me give it this last thorough stir before I put my sugar in. Now you can add your sweetener of choice. Okay, the sweetener is up to you. This is the look of it. So it looks like peanut porridge. I'm putting about a cup. I'm gonna leave that in there. I'm gonna dissolve my sugar in there, and I want to say something to you, family. I like to sweeten and to sweeten my stuff in a clockwise position. I don't sweeten my stuff like that. No, I'm not taking out energy out of my food. I want energy inside of my food. Therefore, I do my thing in a clockwise position. If you're left-handed, then fine, that would be quite understandable. But if you're a right-handed person, why would you sweeten like this? Tell me in the comment section. It feels so awkward to me. But to each of us, our own. But I was taught from I was going to primary school that when you do like this clockwise, you put energy in whatever you're doing. Makes sense to me. I don't know about you. Dissolve this sugar, this brown sugar in there. Remember, the flame is off. Look at this. Look at this. This consistency is not too thick, it's not too thin. So bear in mind, you don't want to let it be too thin from now, because as it cools, it gets thickened, more thickened. Okay? So now you want to give it a little taste, because you want to find out if you're going to need a little extra salt. So you give it your little taste. Mine is good, really smooth, really nice. Let me tell you, man, not too sweet, not too fresh, and everything is on par. I'll plate up some right now just for you. If you have your ladle, use your ladle. If not, and you're pouring from your pot, you want to hold your pot high. Make sure that your container is really dry. You don't want to put your hot porridge in some watery container to let your porridge become water. What is going to happen, the hot porridge will settle to the bottom, and then that water will just come right on the top. So when you come to have your porridge, you're getting a watery porridge. So you hold your hand high as not to make mess, and look at that. Look at the consistency. That's how I like to do my thing, to show you the consistency that we have right there. That's enough. We don't want to go too. You see the richness, the thickness. You see that stamina. Next clip. From my kitchen to yours, from my Jamaican kitchen to your family table, to your plate, and most of all to your stomach. It is green plantain oats, and we put a twist to it with some peanut butter, and of course we put some flaxseed to it. Remember, you can add your taste, put your twist to it. The stem is really cold. We need all of these. Use your milk. We used all coconut milk. Thanks for the love, thanks for the support. Check in the description of this and all my other videos, my lives. There will be the link to all that you want. Thanks for watching.